Her name is Kate Mitchell, and she was
really going to throw her under the bus and give her name and everything.
Well, I mean, she's going to know.
Okay, well, she's listening. Millions know as well. Whatever. Nice. She's the sweetest person you'll ever meet. She's my editor at William Morrow. Okay. And I have a new book coming out, which I told you about before in January. It's called My Father's Wives. And so we are starting to make some plans for any signings I'm going to do and all that sort of thing that we're talking about. And so, we were on an email conversation yesterday. The book is coming out January 20th. The following week is when we'll be in Arizona. And we're trying to figure out when I can get there and all that kind of stuff to do some signings on the road, whatever the case may be. And these things are notes. Now, we always joke around about who are these people not watching the Super Bowl. I dispute the number. You're amazed every year at the numbers, the ratings for the Super Bowl. I think it would be so much higher because you have this weird thought that everybody should be watching sports. I think that the number is startlingly low. Because it was my previous statement has always been, there is no one not watching the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. I obviously stand corrected.
Well, I say this with nothing but admiration and fun. But she actually wrote me in an email, we can stop in this place, in this city, depending on what makes sense. Maybe we can try and take advantage of the teams. Do we know at this point who will be playing in the Super Bowl? She wrote me that question yesterday, and I thought to myself, well, we have found the one person who isn't going to be watching. Because if you were legitimately asking me on November 4th, do we know yet who is going to be playing?
Don't know a whole lot about what's going on.
Well, look, I mean, it's the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Wouldn't that be great? Maybe in Stampy there, there'll be a lot of enthusiasm. Let's plan that now. Yeah. And I just thought to myself, that's the funniest email I've ever received in my entire life.
It is funny to hear, especially up there in your top.
But I always thought
you had an unrealistic view of those that watch.
111.5 million viewers last year is the reported number, the most watched television event in the U.S. right now. That's what we got to think of the people in dollars.
People that live in this country.
300 and something million?
Yeah.
You're telling me that 2/3 of the people in this country didn't watch?
I agree with you because a house could have a lot of people in it, a bar, a lot of people. So I agree with the numbers.
Take that into account.
But my point is, I remember when you going on the thing that sports stars were more popular than some entertainment stars all the country. That's ridiculous.
There are 416 million Americans? Well, that kind of jumped up on us, didn't it? What's that?
316.
We almost 15. We almost saw an extra 100 million.
I was going to say, it was always 300 when I was going.
People were 316. We got to do something. Our population has jumped by a third in the last year. But anyway, 316 million people. 111 watch it. What do 200 million people do?
I'm saying I agree with you. There are more people watching. But I always thought you had an unrealistic view of just how many people do. All morning long are equally funny. Hashtag #SkyFunny on Twitter. With the fans yesterday flying the fired John Idzik banner over the Jets practice. If you had a plane and a banner, what would be on your banner? I'm looking at some of the reaction on Twitter. Jennifer, I'd fly it over Yankee Stadium. Hashtag #NoRespect13. I'm wondering which way she means that. Does she mean there's no respect for 13, or we're not showing any respect for 13? I initially thought that she doesn't have it. They don't have it any respect for. That's obviously A-Rod's number. Kristen, I flied over Madison Square Garden saying Carmelo overpaid, overhyped for being unproductive. Dakota, banner flying over the dinner table saying, Genie, fire your brother. Sincerely, Laker Nation. That's a funny one. I got 3 here.
Todd says over the NCAA football committee meeting, 4 is good, 8 is better.
No, it's not.
Over Niners practice.
No, I was playing behind that one saying, ignore that.
Over Niners practice, John, your alma mater needs you. Please come home ASAP.
And what's practice, I'm sorry?
Michigan, over the 49ers.
Yeah, he had that wrong.
Didn't you say John?
He did. He had it wrong.
Okay, yeah. So
Jim's on the line. John didn't join me, but interestingly, John because of the difference in their age.
when John went to high school in Ann Arbor, Michigan, I believe, right in that area, because his dad was coaching under Dad
had gone to Stanford, so he went to high school in Toyama.
So
Jim is a little more of a Bay Area
guy. Yes, John is the one really with the Michigan roots.
Michigan roots, right. Jim, I don't think, if he's not in San Fran, I do not think he's going to Michigan. I think he stays out there. Maybe look in a place like Oakland. Quick there, I fly my banner over the Baseball Writers Association headquarters that says no Barry, no Pete, no Roger in the Hall of Fame, no
Okay, that's kind of a message. Keep that Twitter reaction coming to the 1-800-400.com Twitter feed.
because for exclusive offers, go to 1-800-400.com/ESPN. Do it today. You should correctly say that you shouldn't put Pete on that because they don't have a say in that. They're not even allowed to vote on that.
I'm just trying to get factually correct here.
That's not it.
That's not going to happen. I'll just move right on.
The CMA Music Awards.
It's a segue to the whole Stintivo.
They bring people out to present awards, and our good is the CMA. Okay. So they brought people out to give out the awards.
Who came out as a girl, and I was a little hurt. I'm guessing one of them is Stintivo.
And Gary.
They gave out an award together. Not going to lie. I was a little hurt.
Well, you were hurt. Why? Because you would have thought Darius would have invited you to be his friend? Maybe I could.
Darius is such a crazy South Carolina fan, though. For him to be out there with a Gator, that's interesting.
Well, he said, he told him now on the stage there, he said, I've always been,
Team Tebow. But yeah, they came out and gave out an award.
Gave out an award together. So Tebow